Microsoft just had their Windows 10 event on October 26th. This video is all sunshines and daisies. If you want to see what I didn't like about the event, then check out my other video in the description or in the info cards on one of the corners. Here's what I loved about the Windows 10 event. Let's do this from order of beginning to end. So first off, the Windows 10 Creator Update. That sounds really exciting. I love that they are taking the VR and 3D excitement in the industry and bringing it down to an everyday average Joe level. This is what will drive the industry to change and accept 3D and VR and AR type experiences. If it is that easy to create 3D assets that are meaningful to the user, then using 3D augmented reality devices becomes a natural extension, which fundamentally changes the way we do personal computing. Taking a stab at tackling the communication issue we have as a society is also very bold and forward thinking. There are so many platforms and apps and other venues and methodologies to communicate, and getting everyone on the same platform is not always an option. In fact, usually it's not an option. That innovation is one of those things that is not mind-boggling and it's not hugely impactful when you first hear it. You don't have the audience erupting in applause when it's first announced, but it'll make it easier for you to communicate, and that is so worth it. Now for the Surface Book. The increase in graphics power is definitely needed. Twice the performance is a welcome change from a GPU that was, well, underwhelming in the first model. We'll see. Hopefully that makes it a bit more useful to everybody. The claim to 16 hours of battery life sounds like it should have been in fine print, some kind of unrealistic condition. And to be honest, playing a video locally for 16 hours, while that means it's 16 hours worth of screen time for that high resolution of a display, doesn't necessarily translate into real world experience. But just the claim of 16 hours of screen on time is substantially better than most other devices. Apple claims 10 hours. So if we take the 16 hours and give it that real world factor, then we still have well over 10 hours of battery life. Very impressive. The Surface Studio. What can I say? That looks like a beautiful device. It's definitely aimed at content creators. The GPU being a 965 to 980M GPU means that it's not necessarily made for heavy gaming, especially at that 4K plus type resolution, but it's definitely powerful enough for normal content creation tasks. Unless you're rendering some really complicated 3D model with high poly counts or a really long and high resolution like 4 to 8K video, this will be just fine. For those other heavy rendering applications, a lot of those professional studios anyway have a method of offloading that rendering to keep their studios, their workstations usable even while that content is rendering anyway. So it doesn't need to have the most powerful GPU in the world. The cost of it starting at $3,000 and goes up to somewhere around $4,200, that's expensive to the general population, to the general consumer base. But if you're looking at the people who will use it in the way that it's intended to be used, those are the kind of people who are already investing in thousands of dollars worth of computer components. People who have those kind of setups and are looking for an upgrade, the Surface Studio is actually a cheaper option and still has very little by way of compromise. Overall, this event was super exciting and a glimpse into a very cool future. Microsoft is pushing the industry into a future where everyone is a creator to some degree, and the digital world supports but also extends the physical one. And that is definitely a future that I am excited to be a part of. If you wanted to see what I don't like about the event and this video is way too positive for you, then go down in the description, click on the link, or look in that little icon in the corner of this video and check out the video where I tell you all about the things I don't like about the Windows 10 event. So what do you think? Were you as impressed and excited by this event as I was? What did you like about the event? Leave a comment down below, and while you're down there, give this video a like and subscribe for more content coming your way.